Physics class 5 communication, in which we are going to study analysis of amplitude modulated wave, then sideband frequency spectrum of amplitude modulated wave, amplitude modulation transmitter, and advantages and disadvantages of amplitude modulation. Okay, let us study one by one. Okay, here you can see the amplitude modulated wave. So in case of amplitude modulated wave, the audio signal frequencies, this is one audio signal, this is another audio signal. It is lower half and this is the upper half. This is the positive half, this is negative cycle. Okay, and in between these two we use carrier wave. Initially, carrier wave whose frequency and amplitude is same, but when we modulate this according to the intensity of the signal or according to the audio signal, that is amplitude, then the amplitude of the carrier wave is changed in accordance to the amplitude of the signal wave or intensity of the signal wave, dear students. Okay, so now it is the modulation technique is like that only, hence they use positive and negative audio cycles both in this case. Okay, so when we take a only positive cycle here, then this positive cycle, when you observe its amplitude or its beginning is here, we divide this line, this is the upper positive cycle, this is the lower negative cycle. So therefore the signal amplitude becomes this much, that is Es it becomes. Okay, and the here is the carrier amplitude it becomes. Okay, so therefore according to modulation factor definition, M is equal to Es divided by Ec, dear students. How it becomes Es divided by Ec? Because the carrier amplitude is changes with respect to the amplitude of the signal wave. So therefore the change in amplitude of the carrier wave is equal to the amplitude of the signal wave divided by unmodulated carrier wave, that it is Ec, is known as modulation factor. That definition we already studied, dear students. Okay, now we are going to study analysis of amplitude modulated wave. A carrier wave is represented by Ec is equal to capital Ec cos omega c into t. Ec is amplitude of carrier wave, omega c is the angular velocity of carrier frequency, and small ec is the instantaneous voltage of a carrier. Okay, in the similar manner a signal wave is represented by Es is equal to, here also we can take capital Es cos omega st, but instead Es is equal to, from this relation Es is equal to m into Ec it is, so we take here m into Ec cos omega s into t. Again Es is the instantaneous voltage of signal wave, m is the amplitude of the signal, omega s is the angular velocity of the signal frequency. Okay, so now therefore amplitude of AM wave is given by, so amplitude of AM wave is amplitude of the carrier wave plus amplitude of the signal wave. So that is the amplitude of the amplitude modulated wave. Okay, so therefore it is equal to Ec into bracket 1 plus m cos omega s into t. Okay, so amplitude of the amplitude modulated wave depends on signal wave, so therefore omega s cos omega s into t we take. Now therefore instantaneous voltage of AM wave is, here instantaneous, there is a gap, it is due to the equation 3 typing problem. Voltage of amplitude modulated wave. Amplitude modulated wave is given by, that is, instantaneous voltage is equal to amplitude into cos omega c into t. Clear? When the wave is modulated, it consists both signal wave as well as carrier wave. Okay, so now in this case the strength of the wave depends on carrier wave. Now here amplitude of the signal wave doesn't change, but the amplitude of the carrier wave changes. So therefore this is equal to amplitude into cos omega c into t, that is the carrier wave. Okay, just substitute this amplitude from this equation. So it is equal to EC into bracket 1 plus m cos omega s into t cos omega c into t. Redistribute the terms. EC cos omega c into t plus m EC cos omega s into t into cos omega c into t. So in the next term, EC cos omega s cos omega c into t, this term remains same. So here MEC we keep it as it is. So here cos A, cos B we consider. Okay, so therefore it is equal to 1 by 2. Sorry, we just rearrange this. MEC divided by 2 into bracket 2 cos omega s t cos omega c into t. Okay, so 2 cos omega s t cos omega c into t, it is equal to, that is, we use the standard relation from trigonometry. EC cos omega c t, it remains as it is. MEC divided by 2, that we take a common outside. So it is equal to cos into bracket a plus b plus cos A minus B formula. So cos of omega c plus omega s into t plus cos of omega c minus omega s into t, that relation. Okay, now take this MEC inside. So therefore it is equal to EC cos omega c into t plus MEC divided by 2 cos into bracket omega c plus omega s into t plus MEC divided by 2 cos of omega c minus omega s into t. Okay, so now this is the required equation. The above equation contains three separate components: EC cos omega c into t, cos omega c plus omega s, cos omega c minus omega s. Okay, the first term on the right hand side, this is EC cos omega ct. It represents the unmodulated carrier wave of amplitude EC and frequency FC. Okay, and the second term here, MEC divided by 2 cos of omega c plus omega s into t, that is the sum of carriers and signal frequency, is called upper sideband frequency. In the third term, MEC divided by 2 cos of omega c minus omega s into t. So the difference between the carrier and signal frequency is called lower sideband frequency, dear students. From this equation, it concludes that the amplitude modulated wave consists of three bands: unmodulated carrier wave, upper sideband frequency, and lower sideband frequency. Okay, so let us study now graphical representation of sideband frequencies. Sideband and frequency spectrum of amplitude modulated waves. So here it is the carrier frequency, signal frequency or modulating frequency we also call, and now this is the upper sideband frequency, this is lower sideband frequency. In short, we represent LSB, lower sideband signal, upper sideband signal, and this is the carrier signal. Okay, so in between the upper sideband and lower sideband, that range of frequency is known as bandwidth, dear students. Okay, so in an amplitude modulated wave, the sideband frequencies are of our interest because the signal frequency FM is contained in the sideband frequencies. So what it is, what we talk, that frequency is audio frequency, audio signal. So therefore it is of our interest. By mixing frequency FC, that is the carrier frequency of carrier wave, with that of modulated or signal wave, two new frequencies are obtained when we modulate that. They are FC minus FM and FC plus FM. Okay, so these are called sideband frequencies. FC minus FM is called lower sideband frequency. FC plus FM is called upper sideband frequencies. Okay, so now let us study amplitude modulation transmitter. Now here we are studying the block diagram of amplitude modulation transmitter. So how the waves are amplitude modulation takes place, that is audio signal and carrier frequency, how they are modulated and how they are transmitted by using an antenna. Okay, so dear students, the block diagram is as shown here. So initially the audio signal, in the sense what we speak, that is an audio signal. It is received by the microphone. Then that microphone received signal is fed to the pre-amplifier stage. Here the signal which is received, audio signal, is amplified to a desired level. Initially the signal amplitude is less, so we amplify that audio signal first. Okay, and then there is one local oscillator, radio frequency oscillator. It may be the Colpitts oscillator or Hartley oscillator are used. So it generates carrier frequency, dear students. Then both carrier frequency, carrier wave, and the signal wave, amplified signal wave, are fed to the amplitude modulation technique. So here both the frequencies are beat together and produces amplitude modulated wave. Okay, now the output of amplitude modulator is fed to the power amplifier, where the amplitude of the AM wave is raised to a desired level, and then it is transmitted to the antenna, through which it is transmitted in the space. Okay, so this is the simple working of amplitude modulation transmitter. The block diagram of AM transmitter consists of following parts as shown above. The microphone converts the sound waves into an electrical signal. Then the signal received are amplified here by audio amplifier. Now the radio oscillator generates the radio frequency carrier waves here. For this purpose, Hartley, Colpitts or crystal controlled oscillators are used. The oscillator output is fed to the modulator here, where the signal wave and carrier wave are modulated using modulation amplitude modulation technique. Okay, finally the modulated signal is amplified here by power amplifier and the transmitted and with the help of antenna. Now through this antenna it is transmitted. So this is the working of amplitude modulation transmitter. Okay, so next, that is the advantages of amplitude modulation and disadvantages of amplitude modulation, because still we are going to study the frequency modulation. Okay, so that's why let us study what are the advantages of amplitude modulation. First one, amplitude modulation transmitters are less complex, in the sense circuits are very simple, design is not so much complex. Okay, so therefore they are less complex. Second one, demodulation of AM signals can be done using simple circuits consisting of diodes. Demodulation means the modulated signal consists of both signal wave, carrier wave. When it is received by the receiver, it has to separate the carrier wave and signal wave there. So therefore, for that the circuits are very simple. Receivers are also simple one. Okay, that is the second advantage. Then the third one is AM receivers are very cheap as no specialized components are needed. So amplitude modulation receivers are very cheap because their circuit components are also very simple. It doesn't require any chips or ICs like this components. Okay, it's required only simple components. Fourth one, AM waves have low bandwidth, so its bandwidth is low. Area of reception is large. In case of amplitude modulation, when we transmit the signal, area of reception is large. It covers large area. Sixth one, transmission efficiency is quite high. When you transmit the amplitude modulated wave by using an antenna, the transmission efficiency is quite high. Okay, that is also the advantage of amplitude modulation. And the seventh one, it gives high fidelity reception. That is a reliable one. Okay, but it is also having some disadvantages. Those disadvantages are power usage in modulation is not efficient. In the sense, the carrier wave what we use in for the purpose of power efficiency, so that is not efficient. Then the second one, bandwidth requirement is very high. The reason is it has to send two side band along with a carrier wave. Dear students, while modulation technique we are using two side bands. This is this one and this one. Here you can see lower side band and upper side band. So there are two side bands. So therefore bandwidth requirement is very high. The reason is it has two sides bands along with carrier. Third one, AM transmission is highly noisy because the AM receivers are very sensitive. AM receivers are very sensitive, hence they produce noise when they receive the amplitude modulated wave. Then the fourth one is difficult to tune in absence of the carrier. So when demodulation takes place, in that case carrier wave is completely removed, only audio signals are received. So during that case, to select the signal appropriately and produce the sound, so tuning is needed. So it is difficult to tune in absence of carrier distance. Okay, so we will stop here and continue remaining part in the next class. So stay home, stay safe, dear students. Thank you.